Top of the fourth was scoreless. Brian Tolberg facing Will Clark. One on. Will Clark, the traditional double to right. Jim Edmonds comes in to score. Will Thrills on second, and he's blowing a big bubble. The Cards had a 1-0 lead. Top five still 1-zip. 2 on, 2 out. Tolberg facing Eric Davis. That gets through. Rick Ankiel, the pitcher, will score. So too will Fernando Vina. And the Cards go up by a score of 3-0. Bottom six, still 3-zip, 2 out, 2 on. Rick Ankiel doing what he does best besides scoring runs. He strikes out Mike Darr, swinging to get out of the jam. Ankiel goes 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, no runs, and the Cards win 3-0. For the first time in his young career, he's Craig Counsell at the plate. Hits it up the middle, deflects off Julian Tavares' bare hand. Nafi Perez, the bare hand himself, and guns the first for the out. Here's Todd Helton facing Curt Schilling. Drive to deep center. You know, Steve Finley struggling at the plate, but he hasn't brought his bat in the center field. Nice running catch. Bottom 8, tied at 4, 2 on, 2 outs. Russ Springer facing the recently very hot Jeff Cirillo, and he's going to stay hot. Base hit to right. Juan Pierre coming in to score. Cirillo 3 for 5 to go with his 4 hits on Tuesday. Cirillo's now hitting .327. The Rockies win by a score. Season top 4, no score. There's J.T. Snow off Luke Prokopec. Tom Goodwin climbing the wall, gives you the A effort, but he couldn't bring it back. It's JT's 19th. 5 batters later, bases loaded for Doug Mirabelli. Ropes one, past third, and into the left field corner. All 3 runners coming around to score. Make it 4-0 Giants. Bottom 6, it's still your score for Mark Grudzielanek at the plate. Chopper up the middle. Rich O'Reilly, nice sliding stop. And the throw to first. Take a look again. Giants aren't giving up at all. They sit Barry. Meaningless game for them, and they still blank the rival Dodgers in L.A. Kirk Reeder pitched 7 innings, 5-hit ball with no walks to win his 3rd on ESPN. Bottom 4 tied at 2. Doug Davis facing David Bell. Get out of town. He doesn't do it often, but it's his 9th of the season. 3-2 in favor of the Mariners. Top 6, 4-2 M's. Freddie Garcia facing Randy Knorr with a man on. Drive to left. Goes into the corner. Ricky Henderson over there. Bobbles it once. That allows Mike Land to score from first. Error charge to Ricky on the play, and the Rangers trail just 4-3. It's 5-3 on the bottom of the 6th. Ricky Henderson with a man on second, base hit to center. Scarborough Green firing home, and he is nailed. Mark McLemore out at the plate. Keeps it 5-3. Top 8 is 5-4 first and second. Kazuhiro Sasaki facing Royce Clayton. What an at-bat for both the pitcher and the hitter. Fouled off 6 total. On the 11th pitch of the at-bat, Clayton draws the walk to load him up. Next batter, Sasaki gets Rafael Palmeiro to pop up the fastball. Mike Cameron comes up throwing. Scarborough Green, who had that good throw before, he has to stay at third. So 2 outs. They're still loaded. Next batter against Chad Curtis, and Sasaki gets him swinging on 3 pitches to end the inning. Brilliant relief for Kazuhiro Sasaki, his 36th save in 39 chances. This a 5-out save. A's had beaten the Angels earlier in the day, and here's how. Top of the 2nd, 2-2 for Darren Erstad off Gil Heredia. Get out of town. 25th for Erstad, a career high. He also leads the majors with 234 hits. Top 5, 5-4 A's. Doug Jones with a man on third. Ramon Hernandez trying to pick Troy Gloss off at third, but it goes in the left. Gloss scores easily to tie it at 5. Here's Terrence Long in the bottom of the 5th. He gets one up and out, a 2-run bomb. Long's 18th, 7-5 swinging A's. Top 6, still 7-5. T.J. Matthews facing Adam Kennedy with a man on second. Kennedy the drive in the left field corner. Gets by Ben Grieve all the way to the wall. Garrett Anderson scores. Kennedy's got a double, and we're in a 7-6 game, and here we go. Bottom 6 now 8-6 with Adam Pyatt up. 1 on and 2 out. Can of corn for Orlando Palmeiro. Must have been a hole in the can of corn. Miguel Tejada scores. Pyatt in the second. The A's had a 9-6 lead. They would win 9-7. Darren Erstad, 99 RBIs.
Nomo strikes out Ray Sanchez. Ball gets away from Brad Osmus. Hector Ortiz trying to score. He's out. Not fast enough. Stay zip, zip. Mike Sweeney. Guy's just a horse. 28th home run, 142 ribs. Ties him with Frank Thomas for the Major League lead. 1-zip Royals. Tigers threatening. Jeff Suppan staying in the game. 3-0. Suppan gets Hal Morris. Score at 6-3. Score the game 3-0 KC. Suppan's second straight complete game. Second career shutout. He's 8-3 since the All-Star break. Royals now 860 runs this season. That is a new club record. The Tigers get blanked for the 15th time this season, most in the majors. Phils and Cubs are giving full effort. Kerry Wood facing Doug Glanville, and Wood saves face by gloving the comebacker there. Nice grab. Bottom third, still no score. 1 out, 2 on for Sammy Sosa, former driller. That gets down. 137 ribs on the year for Sosa. 1-zip Cubs. Look who scored. Kerry Wood. Top 6, 1-zip. Wood facing David Newham. He missed. Woods finishes with 10 Ks. Cubs go on to win it. 1-0. Wood, 125 pitches. Highest total in 23 starts this year. He's 13-3 lifetime at Wrigley, and he finishes his comeback season with a winning record.
To Big Shea for our showcase highlight. There's John Rocker making nice with New York's finest. Top 5, game tied at 1. Rick Reed to Andrew Jones with 2 down. Jones belts one to right. Hey, Derek Bell, you get out of town. What a great grab by Bell. And Jones knows he was just robbed. Call the NYPD. Take another look. Bell without the horse makes the catch, hits the wall hard. In obvious pain after the out. Between the innings, you see all but collapses on the bench. Re-aggravated a bruise to his left knee and shin. Bottom 5, Bell set to hit. Darrell Hamilton is called on a hit for him. Hamilton would single home good-looking youngster Timo Perez. Bell was just in too much pain to bat. You see him checking out his own damage. Still bottom 5, Mets at a 2-1 lead. Edgardo Alfonso off Kevin Millwood. Fonzie's 25th. Mets at a 4-1 lead. Meanwhile, Rick Reed was, you could say, I guess, painting the corners all night against the Braves. Top of the 8th, Mets at a 6-1 lead. Here's Reed dealing to Rafael Furcal. Catches the inside corner for strike 3. Painting the outside corner to Jones. Reed 8 innings, 7 strikeouts. He allowed just 1 run. Top 9, Mets up 6-2, 2 down. Armando Benitez to Keith Lockhart, and he gets him to end it. The Mets win 6-2, and the reaction to winning the wild card. Mike Piazza and Bobby Valentine exchange a hug. See you Thursday, not as catchy as see you in October. They will finish off the series on Thursday, and perhaps if they meet in the postseason, it would have to be in the NLCS. Rick Reed allows just
against the Twins. Brad Radke serving one up to Manny Ramirez, who decides to have his own personal Arbor Day. Hits one to the trees back there. His 36th. 2-zip Cleveland. Travis Fryman hitting one deep. Matt Lawton, he slips on the track without warning. That's no good. Double for Fryman. Ramirez goes to third. Next batter, Bill Selby, filling in for David Segui as the DH. He delivers a base knock. Fryman Ramirez now scoring. It's 4-1. Indians bat around in the 4th. 5 runs and 7 hits. Cleveland up 7-1. Jim Thome, 83 ABs without an HR, and that streak is 34th, and the Tribe's 111th at the Jake. That's a new single-season record. Nomar, just one more use for athletic tape. Cleveland wins it 8-2. Thome, first homer since September 5th. Jason Bray does not blow a 7-run lead. 2 runs in 5 2/3. It's getting down there now, or even I can count it up and figure it out. Indians manager Charlie Manuel said. What's that tell you? Welcome back. First outing since July 14th. Guy's pitching with a screw in his elbow, and Humps went up there 92 miles an hour to get Brian Dahlbach. Next batter, Eldred. This time, Nomar Garciaparra does not miss. 2-0 fastball goes into the seats. 21st homer of the year for Garciaparra. Extends his hitting streak to 18 games. We're tied at 1-1. Eldred would leave. James Baldwin, to have a screw in your elbow, that's pretty impressive. Hey, here's Baldwin now. He hasn't pitched since September 8th. Comes in the 5th, facing Trot Nixon. Nice catch by Chris Singleton, but Mike Lansing can tag and score. Sox up 2-1. Trying to close it out, Derek Lowe facing Paul Konerko. Yeah, you're out, game over. Lowe 40 saves and 45 chances. Red Sox 2-1. Like the Jays, the Red Sox not giving the Stripes any help. Their 3rd division title before the game. D-Rays pitcher Tony Saunders is honored. D-Rays now will give out a Tony Saunders Award for courage each season. Denny Nagel, that is not courageous. That's a bad pickoff throw. Bobby Smith going to pick up 2 bases and end up at 3rd. You can't be loose with it when you're in a pennant race here. Smith still at third. Felix Martinez at the plate and lays down the squeeze bunt. That is solid. You learned that in spring training. D-Race up 4-0. Top third, same numbers. Jorge Posada, Fred McGriff. Fancy use of the skillet there. The crime dog also homered, number 416 in his career. Derek Jeter is not pleased. We're going to try again on Thursday. Yanks fail to clinch the East. It's an 11-1 loss. The sparkling beverages kept on ice another day. Yanks lose for the 11th time in the last 14 games. It is going south. They're playing the O's anyway. Tony Batista off Sidney Ponson. He stings that one. Number 40 for Batista, 112 ribs, hitting .391 against the O's. Melvin Mora thought he had a base hit, and look, there's Batista playing some defense across the diamond. 5-3. Mora, hard luck, 0-3. Shannon Stewart, homer to lead off the game. This isn't a homer. That's Cal Ripken Jr. getting it done. The back feeling good, huh? Some limber play by the legend. Let's go to the 6th. Frank Castillo, he's in control, getting some help from defense. Brady Anderson, no relation. Lifts one out there. Dave Martinez is giving effort, and effort is the key to success. He hauls it in. Anderson, no home run for you. Jays win at 4-0 in this one. So they win, keep the Yanks from clinching through the back door. Castillo allows only a single knock in 6 innings, wins it.
Bogar hits one to left. Brian Giles, is this an error or an inside-the-park home run? No error. They call it an inside-the-park home run for Bogar. It's the second one of his career, and the Astros have themselves a 3-1 lead. Giles got there in plenty of time. Went off his glove. Top of the 5th, same score. 2 on, nobody out. Jeff Bagwell, the drive. That's his career-high 46th home run of the year. And the Astros go on to win 10-1. Bagwell's got 131 RBIs, and he scored 151 runs. Last major leaguer to score 150 runs in a season, Ted Williams, back in 1949. Bagwell said, "I'm very appreciative, but it's hard for me to even relate to that." Reds and Brewers, top of the 1st. Michael Tucker facing Paul Rigdon. Rigdon, the pitcher, had a home run in this game. Tucker has a home run on the 3rd pitch of the game. One of 7 homers, was the 5,529th homer of the season. A new Major League record, breaking the previous record set last year. You might have noticed the bases were loaded in the top of the 8th. Raul Casanova, get out of town, and he means it. 2nd grand slam of the season for him, and the Brewers win 10-6 in the final night game in County Stadium history. So they had fireworks during the game and afterwards. The final game there will be played Thursday afternoon. And by the way, the Reds tie a Major League record with their 94th wild pitch of the season.